A Topeka-based manufacturing company cleared the first hurdles on Tuesday as it looks to expand into Manhattan. City commissioners unanimously advanced an economic development application and incentives package for PTMW, which plans to lease a speculative industrial warehouse facility in East Manhattan. Morgan Paget, PTMW's Senior Vice President of Accounting, says the company builds prefabricated metal enclosures used in critical infrastructure, such as power delivery or generation and energy storage.
We have contracts with all of the Class 1 railroads across the entire United States to provide their signal and communication houses. So when you go over a railroad crossing, there's a little building that sits there that holds the signal equipment, and that's the building that we build.
PTMW is seeking a 10-year tax abatement and an incentive package that includes a $760,000 performance-based job creation grant. The company intends to employ 146 full-time workers in the first 5 years at an average annual wage of $60,000. Commissioners also advanced an amended economic development agreement with Flint Hills Ventures, which owns the property at 1105 Kretschmer Drive. The agreement updates the abatement terms to 100% for 10 years, rather than tying it to the percentage of space leased each applicable year. Commissioner Jamie Minton.
This is the first domino, I think, of it in economic development, and we've said that for a while, that once we get Building K going, like, who else is going to come? And so I think we have to look at this as the very first step, and who else is going to come, because we've not just recruited PTMW here, but also because of these incentives.
Commissioner John Mata.
This is extremely high utilization in this building. I mean, the number of people that we're getting in and the number and the high wage to boot with it is not something I would have thought we were going to get out of 100,000 square feet.
City officials will look to finalize the agreement at their April 15th meeting. Hydrant maintenance will begin this week across Manhattan. Crews from the Manhattan Fire Department will be flowing and painting fire hydrants throughout the city between now and late fall. Hydrants are flowed yearly to ensure proper operation and to flush out water lines. Residents who notice yellow or rust-colored water in their homes after crews have flowed hydrants should run water for a few minutes until the water runs clear. If it does not clear up right away, they can call the city's customer service office or the Manhattan Fire Department. City officials remind residents to use caution when in the area of crews flowing those hydrants. Children should not play in or ride bicycles through the flowing water. Dana Chandler is set to be sentenced for the double homicide of her ex-husband and his fiancée after being convicted by a Pottawatomie County jury in March. Chandler was tried this year for the third time for the July 2002 murders of Michael Sisko and Karen Harkness in Topeka. This time, she elected to represent herself and excused her defense counsel before opening statements began. Chandler was convicted of the crimes in 2012, but the ruling was overturned in a 2018 appeals case with the Kansas Supreme Court because of prosecutorial misconduct. She was tried again in 2022. However, jurors were unable to reach a verdict, and the trial ended with a hung jury. Chandler will be sentenced on the matter at 1:30 p.m. June 3rd in Topeka. The Riley County Police Department is requesting bids for the purchase of a whole-body scanning detection system that would be utilized in the Riley County Jail. The specified system would be capable of detecting contraband coming into the facility, including drugs, cell phones, SIM cards, food and drinks, explosives, and other small items. RCPD is asking for separate proposals if vendors have a holistic contraband detection solution, such as package, property, mail screening, and Wi-Fi cell band detection. The police department is hoping to have the scanner be operational by July 31st. Visitors to Aggieville may have seen a unique new bar and restaurant. Bootsies, which features a Mediterranean Italian menu, opened earlier this year at 1227 Bluemont Avenue in the former site of Cocobolo's. Evan Greer is the president of 1A Group, the parent company of Bootsies.
We're excited to be a part of the Aggieville neighborhood. We've had other restaurants here in town but never part of Aggieville, and we're excited to be a part of what we believe to be an exciting time for Aggieville neighborhood.
Bootsies offers a different atmosphere from traditional Aggieville businesses, focusing on hip-hop and R&B from the 80s to the early 2000s. In addition, Greer says future plans will bring something different to the area.
On Sundays, as we get settled in this summer, we'll start to do a little bit of DJing house music on Sunday brunch. So really trying to take the brunch to a different level.
1A Group operates several other local businesses, including Bourbon & Baker and Tallgrass Tap House. Work is expected to begin next week on a pair of long-anticipated roundabout projects north of Manhattan. An official with the Kansas Department of Transportation tells KMAN a full closure of US 24 between K13 and K113, or Sethchild Road, will begin on or around Monday, as roundabouts are simultaneously constructed about a mile apart along the highway. The closure is expected to be in place through December, weather pending. The contractor began grading work in February for some widenings and a shoe fly to be used in a later phase of the project to carry traffic from Sethchild onto US 24. Official detours will be announced before the end of the week, but it's anticipated most of that traffic going in and out of Manhattan from the North County will utilize Marlatte or Kimball Avenue. Because of this, KDOT has installed a temporary traffic signal at the intersection of Marlatte and Sethchild.
Good morning, I'm Troy Coverdale with your sports headlines. Eric Haas and Christian Yelich each had solo homers to back a strong start by rookie Chad Patrick. The Brewers beat the Royals 5-0 for Milwaukee's first win of the season. Patrick gave the Brewers something they hadn't had thus far: 3 scoreless frames to begin the game. Milwaukee had surrendered 24 runs over the first 3 innings of its first 4 games this year. Michael Lorenzen allowed 4 runs, 3 earned in 5 1/3 innings. He struck out 7. Cole Reagans will go to the mound this afternoon for Kansas City, while Freddie Peralta will throw for Milwaukee. 12:10 first pitch, coverage at 11:30 on News Radio KMAN. The K-State baseball team heads for Wichita, the first time out for the Wildcats since cracking the top 25 this week. K-State checks in at number 22 in D1Baseball.com's poll. The Cats matching up with the Shockers tonight at 5:30. The Cats matching up with the Shockers tonight at 6:10. Coverage at 5:30 on News Radio KMAN. 2 K-State basketball standouts have been announced to participate in events surrounding their respective sports' Final Four this weekend. David Gasson will play in the men's Reese's College All-Star Game Friday night in San Antonio. Tamira Poindexter will compete in the Celsius Women's Three-Point Championship in Tampa. Have a great day. I'm Troy Coverdale.